Hello everybody, Haku here with my review for The Walking Dead issue 174. So this one's a little bit late. I said in the live reaction I knew this one was going to be a little bit late because I have so many videos to do and I really wanted to get through the TV show episodes 6 and 7. I wanted to get through those reviews before Sunday, so I was just really pumping videos out, really working on these. So either way, finally getting to review this. I thought that the Negan alone issue turned out great, just like it did with what I say before. 148 was the other one that was basically Negan with the whispers the whole time. I'm not really all that disappointed even, because it was good enough. I'm not even really disappointed that we didn't get to see what's going on with Michonne's group, even though that's what I really want to see, or what's going on with Jesus and Aaron, because that's another thing I really want to see. But yeah, either way, the issue was Negan alone. Turned out great, and it turned out to be a really nice, well-contained story. Just the one story, start to finish, and it took the characters there and pushed their stories way forward, gave them a lot of development. But we have some things like Negan making jokes for himself, and I think that's really, again, a good showing of the character, where the character, he never made the jokes for the saviors or anything. He talked like that and made all that grand show, not for them, but for himself. He's just trying to entertain himself, kind of. But he lets two walkers live, because he's like, I mean, I can handle two walkers, and maybe somebody who can't handle them would be trying to kill me, and you'll end up saving my life someday. But he says at Lucille's grave that he's always thinking of her, and that he can't take being alone. He's starting to be like, I think if you would have lived instead of me, you wouldn't have ended up alone. You would have done things better. We go from different things with him surviving, like him eating a dog and then feeling bad about eating the dog, him scavenging canned food, and then getting sick from the expired canned food, because canned food is not good anymore at this point. So then he finds a bat and comes a bit unhinged. I thought that was great, the way it was like this normal, there were ups and downs, and he was just surviving day to day, and then just something as simple as that, because just like with anyone in your day-to-day life, sometimes just something can happen, something bad, and it just kind of like throws you all off. So like him finding that bat just totally threw him all off from the pace that he was going at, just surviving. And I like the way that the issue portrayed that. So it was kind of a good delve into his mind and how just small things can throw a person off. Then back at his place he's been staying, he tries to rationalize how the bat wasn't Lucille, so if he replaces the bat, it's fine. It's not like he's replacing Lucille, because the bat wasn't really her. He didn't really love the bat. It was just a bat. And to a point that's true to him, but to another point he was kind of using it as a visual representation for Lucille. He was sort of personifying the bat in a way, and while he knows that that's crazy or that's wrong, he's also sort of like playing into it because it helps him cope with what's going on. And again, more delving into his mind, and it's cool seeing him try to justify all this. So he ends up grabbing the bat though and starting to make a new Lucille, wrapping barbed wire around it. But Maggie and Dante find him, and he basically asks to die. He basically says, you know, I really deserve it. It's not often that you live long enough to be horrified by your own actions, but now that I've had some time away from having to think about ruling the saviors every single day, I had all those years in that cell, I realized, holy shit, I'm terrible. I deserve this. Go ahead and kill me. And then when she says she's not going to at first, he says he feels like he deserves to die, but he goes from saying that to just actually begging her to kill him. To stop him, because he's like, this is who I am. Remember what I did to Glenn? That's who I am. I could do it again. Stop me. So again, I like that how he can't stand being alone. He feels like he deserves all this, and in a lot of ways he's kind of a broken man. So I like seeing how when you're distracted with having to do it every day and thinking what you're doing is right, it becomes easy, but as soon as he's given time to think about it, all of the way that he saw things crumbled, and he can't really stand that anymore. So really, really cool. Maggie, though, doesn't kill him, leaves him to live with that pain and with that feeling. And she ends up killing the 2 walkers from earlier, which was good, start to finish. I like that. And it could kind of be some symbolism for her killing off the old grudges with Negan and Maggie and all that, but either way I thought it was cool. She killed the 2 walkers there and kisses Dante, showing that I guess now she's willing to move on. She's made her peace with what happened with Negan and Glenn, and now she's willing to move on and have a family with Dante, which is great. I'm excited for Maggie-Dante ship, and I'm excited for the new Negan now, because at the very end Negan finishes making the new Lucille and then burns it, and he seems like he's sort of in pain mentally and emotionally, but it seems like it's a good way forward with him, like moving on to new things. So I did think it was a great story. I thought that the Negan and Maggie characters were handled really, really well and pushed way forward. And like I said, I'm excited for Maggie x Dante. I'm excited for a new sort of new and improved Negan. If we get to see him more with the other characters, that'll be great. Or if he just disappears for a while, it'll be what it is, because we have other things going on. We have other characters we can focus on. But yeah, I thought it was great. I'd give it 8.5 sunflowers out of 10. Grass don't know shit. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it. Like the video, comment on there to tell me what you thought of this issue, what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more of The Walking Dead, both TV show whenever it's back, and comics every month. Do live reactions and reviews of those if you don't watch and this is your first time watching. So I just said subscribe. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel or talk to you there. If you want a link to our Discord server, we haven't really talked about The Walking Dead there. Barely at all, really. But with what we have talked about, I guess, I mean, yeah, it's been pretty much nothing. But we could always talk about it there if you wanted to, so join up, ask for a link, and I'll give you one if you want to join up there. But that's it. I said like, comment, subscribe, and all that, so thank you, and I'll see you all next time.